us, for our viewers, some might not be familiar with Alpha, tell us what Alpha is.
Well, Alpha is really an opportunity to explore the meaning of life from a Christian perspective, and it's meant for anyone. It was a course that was birthed out of the UK, out of Holy Trinity Brompton, that has since gone global, and it's just an opportunity for people to come and explore the Christian faith. You can come with questions and doubts, disagreements, and everyone is welcome. So you could be from a different faith background, you could be an atheist, and in fact, I always say, the more difference is of opinions in a small group, the better it is. And you come for a facilitated discussion. No one's going to tell you what to believe. Everyone's going to learn from one another. So there's a talk, then there's a meal. We always start with food.
Yeah, I love the food's involved.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's a talk that's on video, and then we have small group discussion. And I'm telling you, the groups have opportunities to discuss things they never thought they'd discuss with anyone else, and these friendships among these groups become beautiful. And we just think more and more people, particularly young people, are asking very significant questions about purpose and meaning. And as we see the loneliness epidemic go up, the suicide epidemic go up, we recognize that people are yearning for community, and Alpha is a gift to the church to say this can provide an open table for people in your community to come and talk about purpose and meaning.
Absolutely. What do you see in Canada now? What's the move of God? I mean, we want to see people reach for Jesus, but evangelism can be just either uncomfortable or that's for someone else, or like I just find the church is struggling to reach people. Alpha is a tool that can be used, but what do you see God doing in the hearts of churches and individuals across Canada in regard to evangelism?
Well, I think what I'm seeing is that, first of all, people are, as soon as you use the word evangelism, people are like, not me. Particularly the younger you go, they're like, not me, I'm not into that. And then people have defined it so differently. Like, we don't have a common language. We might say evangelism and think we know what we mean, but I could mean something slightly different than you, and you could mean something slightly different from the other person. And what I'd love to get back to is really understanding what Jesus meant by evangelism.
What did Jesus mean by evangelism?
Well, I'm not going to give a theological explanation at this point, but rather just to say very briefly that the job of evangelism is the work of the Holy Spirit in the world. And what we get to do is join the Holy Spirit in the proclamation of Jesus. The Holy Spirit always glorifies Jesus, and the Holy Spirit lives in us. And so for us, it should be a natural thing. And in fact, I really want to encourage Christians to every day pray, Lord, I'll join you wherever you're working.
That's it.
Come, Holy Spirit.
Do you know that changed my life? I used to think, well, I don't have the gift of evangelism, or so I didn't think I did. Whatever that meant. It's for certain people, and maybe it's about handing out tracts and having all the answers. And I have totally come to my knees on this, and really through the influence of my son and ministry they're involved in, that it's about walking in the Spirit, and actually it's intentional. Every day, God, where are you at work? And would you show me today? And as I'm in the grocery store, this becomes the normal Christian life. Hey, can I pray with you? I just feel like God has prompted me to ask you that question. Do you know I've never had anyone say no? I have. People's hungry, and then it opens up conversation. And do you need something today? But just following what the Spirit's already doing is evangelism.
And sometimes it can be as simple as noticing your next door neighbor needs some help. And that leads to a conversation. But I think that we've forgotten that the Holy Spirit is the initiator of evangelism, and we come in as a secondary player.
And we don't have to carry all the burden, right?
And if someone doesn't respond positively, or someone isn't interested in Jesus, it's not your fault. Even if you did the best presentation ever, or if you did the worst and you totally messed it up. The role of evangelism is the Holy Spirit, and someone coming to faith is the work of the Holy Spirit. And there's great freedom for us as Christians to realize we're joining a conversation. We're not the initiators, God is.
Thank you for freeing us up. That is huge. I mean, Alpha, we want it across Canada, right? How do they find out more about Alpha?
They can go to alphacanada.org and find out all about it. Our resources are free. We have both a youth Alpha and an Alpha that is more geared towards adults. We run it in prisons, in university campuses, all sorts of places. So it's really exciting because in particular, we've seen young people really take Alpha and reach their friends.
Well, our church, I know, has been impacted. It's a wonderful ministry tool. Thank you, Shaila, for your leadership. Thank you for your life.
Oh,
and for just
thanks,
encouraging us today, like, let's just walk with the Spirit today. Like, let's just share that how much we love, you know, God, and be willing to spread that love to others. And, you know, the Holy Spirit does the work, right?
That's exactly right.
Free yourself up. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Lori.
So great.